Hi there, Craig Hocknell here, PGA Golf Professional. I'm at MMI Golf Storage Solutions. We're in the showroom today to talk about getting clubs into storage, kind of how it looks, how it operates, how it feels. So basically I've got my bag and I've got a storage system set up here, and all I'm going to do is take my bag from this position, put it up into the storage and drop it down. So as you can see, we have plenty of clearance here. Extremely easy to put the bag in and out. And then right here we have the golf bag dividers within each of these rolling rack systems. So the mechanical assist on this particular unit has a drivetrain mechanism within it. So for example, this particular unit in the storage in our MMI storage showroom is only 3 feet, right? We're just trying to use it as a showroom. If you have 12 feet, 15 feet, 30 feet deep rows for your bag storage, you're going to need a mechanical assist. The mechanical assist on this one has a drivetrain mechanism where there's a rod through the middle and it has cogs on it, and as I move this handle, it glides back and forth extremely easily. I can just push it, but as I use the mechanical assist, you can imagine this fully loaded with golf bags. There's a drivetrain mechanism through the bottom of it with cogs in each track, and as those cogs spin, they grab into the track and they move the entire system extremely easily. Some systems just have one cog system on this end. As you drive it, the trail end of the system, if it's very long, will lag behind the front of the system and it can torque it, and I've actually seen bags come off of tracks before. So when we have a short system or a short row of bags, for example this one right here, we can put the drive mechanism just at this end because there's no torquing and twisting or lagging. But if you have a very long one, maybe more than 12 feet long, you're going to want to have the drivetrain system in it so that those cogs can mechanically assist each segment of the rack within its track, okay? So these particular units, these shelves pop in and out. These grid, 2-inch grid, all metal stands are designed to make sure that golf clubs do not fall out, right? So there's a couple reasons why we do all metal. We do all metal because we don't want to see any warping. We know golf courses are in climates where there's, can be a lot of moisture. The golf bag can come back in from the round of golf and it can be soaking wet. You put it onto a plywood base or a wooden base over time, that wood will warp. So this is an all steel construction. One of the other reasons why we went with this pretty small grid, as you know, Mr. Smith is going to say, hey, I don't need these 2 clubs. Can you go put them back in my bag storage area? If they're thin or if they're small, only 2-inch spaces, they'll be able to hold the clubs there and they won't fall through. If those openings are really wide, they'll just slip right through. So that's why we use these. They're also in this metal racks configuration, grid configuration, because then the moisture will just dry out. Maybe it'll drip onto your concrete floor, but it'll dry out that much quicker, much better air circulation. You don't need to worry about your floors getting wet, moldy, shelves getting moldy, and warping, right? So within the system itself, we have these divider pegs right here. The pegs are extremely solidly mounted into the back, and they can be installed in different configurations of width. So if you have a lot of really skinny bags, like these carry bags, you can pinch it down a little tighter. You can put it in maybe a 10-inch space. The standard measurement would be 12-inch spaces. My carry bag fits in here pretty easily, no problems. If you have a stand bag or even a tour staff bag, they're going to be about 10 or 11 inches, so those fit in here as well. The standard depth is 15 inches, right, from the back to the front. These units also have each shelf installed on an angle, so there's a little slant in here. So if I was coming in to pick up this bag and put it up on the top shelf, pick it up, grab it by the bottom, put it in here, lean it in, slide it in, and now the shelf itself is leaning on a slight angle so that that bag is leaning against the divider that's in the middle of each rolling section. And then as I roll this back and forth, I know that that bag is leaning into the middle, and that would be the same on the opposite side. All right, so this bag on this side is leaning in on the shelf on that side. So as you can see, we've gone the extra mile. Color matching. These are our end panels, where you can put the logo of your club on there. Then each end panel color then matches the entire structure in each shelf, and the grid shelving on the bottom also matches. Okay. This is just a little video to kind of talk through a little bit about the product, have you look at it kind of up close, see what it looks like, see how it operates. But just know that it's basically all customizable. With the riveted pieces and the shelves, we can essentially do anything within your space. So we're here to help, and we're looking forward to working with you.